Hi, everybody. This is Charles Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny Colorado. I hope you guys had a chance to watch the VintSurf panel with Phil Wadler and Agalos. That was really a moment for me as CEO of IO Global. Vint is a brilliant guy who spent 4 decades of his life basically thinking every single day, how does this weird thing called the internet actually become useful and used? And these colossal problems of scale he has to wrangle every single day, as does Google and Microsoft, Apple, and every other large company that has billions of people of network effect. And I often think, how do you build great things? Where do you go? You invite people who currently are working on big, vast, giant things and are coming up against major problems that they can't unilaterally solve. And you have a discussion with them. And what's great is the discussion is not one where they agree with you on everything, but rather they exhibit a great degree of skepticism about different ideas, new ideas, alternative approaches. And the magic of Vint is that he's a bit of a blockchain skeptic in certain respects. And what I wanted to show was that we're the kind of community that can bring in the father of the internet who has a particular model of where things need to go and have a difference of opinion, but yet we can sit down and have a great conversation and we can learn from each other. And there are certain concerns on both sides that ought to be addressed. You see, that's something that's sorely lacking in society. It's something that we're starting to lose as a consequence of social media and a consequence of deplatforming and other such things. And for our summit and our community, I felt it was really important to bring that back. And it's okay to disagree. But there was a lot of wisdom there. If you guys closely listen to the panel, Vint brought up some serious concerns that blockchains have. Like, for example, can we ever achieve true scalability? Also, this concept of pruning. Are we going to remember everything forever since the beginning of time? Or are we going to throw some things away? And if so, who gets to decide? Talking about self-sovereign identity, VintSurf very aptly pointed out the problems that Web of Trust has had since 1991 of if you don't trust a third party, then how do you get to a point where you can actually know that somebody's somebody? And so these are great open questions, and the burden is on us as a community, and the burden is on us as a scientific project to have great answers and then deploy those answers at a scale that Vint was able to do with the internet. So I hope everybody learned a lot from that and had some fun with it. It also shows you the great legacy of academia and the power of ideas. Phil started as an undergrad at Stanford, and he was a very young guy. And now he's had an incredible career, 25,000 citations, hundreds of papers, and really managed to change a lot of things. And there are just as many people who are undergraduates and graduates working with Wadler on projects like Cardano, just like when Wadler was working with Vint. So there's a passing of the baton there, and you see generation by generation how that works. And it's so incredible that we get to share in that legacy as a project and to inspire a lot of people. In particular, there's one great student that worked under Agalos. His name is Dionysius Zindros, and he started as a graduate student and slowly but surely worked his way through the program, wrote lots of great papers like the NIPAPAUS paper and cross-chain communications papers. And just recently, he finished his PhD. And now he's going on and potentially going to keep working with us or go into a different route. But regardless, the lessons he learned and the things that he did, we all benefit from as an ecosystem. So that's the power of what we've created, and that's the power of this community as a whole. And it's a tremendous honor that we had the opportunity to welcome Vint to come to our conference, get his opinion. He's always been very vocal about certain things, and learn a bit of his wisdom that he brought. And year after year, we'll have that honor with many people all across the spectrum, and we're just going to keep growing. So keep watching the summit. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I'm having the best day of my life, I think, and every single panel and presentation is just extraordinary. I hope you enjoyed Project Catalyst with Dor and see the cell phone app that we created. We were really excited to bring that to you. We have some cool stuff on the enterprise side. We're announcing that several deals potentially have the ability to bring millions of people into the Cardano ecosystem. Christian's presentation on Ouroboros was just top notch. And I'll remind everybody that if you missed any of these tracks, it's okay, because we're going to port all of the presentations to YouTube, to our channel, the IO Global YouTube channel. So do make sure that you spend some time there and share them. And I hope that you're having as much fun as I'm having. So thanks for watching. Personal thank you to Vin. He's one of my heroes. And I remember when I was at university learning about how the internet worked and reading about these guys. They were just mythological figures off into the ether. And it's a bit surreal to see them come and, in a sense, pass the baton of challenges that they're having trouble solving to our generation to pick up and figure out great ways to move forward and hopefully solve them in better ways than they came before us. Cheers, everybody, and keep watching.